Hello everybody, my name is Jerry Yasser. I'm a SharePoint MVP. In this session I'm going to tell you about list settings. In the first video we covered the general settings. In this video we'll cover permission and communication section. So let's go to the list and check the settings. So here you can see I have an employee information list, and I'm going to the list context ribbon and I'm clicking on the list settings. Here you find out that I have the first option in the permission and management is to delete this list. So if you see here, to demonstrate simple deletion is I go to the songs list and I'm clicking on delete list, and you will find out that the list will be deleted and will be sent back to the recycle bin. If you take a look at the recycle bin, you will find that the list is there, and you have time. If you want to restore it, you can simply select and restore it back. So let's go back to employee list and continue with our next discussion. It's about save the list as template. So if you want to think that this list is something that you can reuse, you can click on save list as template, and then you can enter the name of the list. Let's say employees list, and you can simply give it the template name. It can be title, so you can add employee list, and you can also include the content for sample if you want, or you can set include content and click OK. It will automatically save this list as a template. So to see the template, you can click on list template gallery, or let's click OK, and I'll show you how actually you can see the list exists. So let's click on view all site content and then create, and in the list section you will find your employees list visible. Here you can see it, so you can create a new list based on that. So let's go back to employees list and find the very important section, and in the permissions and management is the permission. So if you find that this list is visible to everybody and you want to control who will see the list and who should not see it, you can click on this link and you will find the same permission management page for this list. Let's say you can see now that I have 4 people who have access to this list. I have Contoso, Alan B, Alan Steiner, administrator and viewer. If you want to allow certain people to have access and certain people should not, you can, first thing you have to do is to click on stop inheritance permission. What will this thing do is actually to break the inheritance from the root side. You click OK, and now what the next option that will be available to you is the checkbox against each name. You can remove and add people who you want. So let's say if I want, say that Alan Brewer doesn't have shouldn't be able to see this list, so I will select and click remove user permissions. And also you can say that Alan Steiner should only be able to let's say edit user permissions and give him read permissions, so he will be only able to read items. So let's go and check it. So let's browse it, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to the employee information list and I'm going to log in as Alan Steiner. So if you try to log in as Alan's, you will find that Alan's. So if you see that, if you click on this drop down, you will find that he will not be able to add or edit items. Moreover, we can confirm from the item ribbon that the new and edit items options are now disabled. So let's log in as try to log into this list as Alan Brewer. So let's log in as a different user and type ALANB and password word1. But you see that he will see an access denied page, although he can log into the roots. And you see that he even cannot see the list. So if you click on view all site content, you will find that the list doesn't exist for him. So that's a nice feature that you would like to use. So now as you can see that I'm logged in as system account. Let's go back and check the next settings. Now a workflow setting. So if right now out of the box, no custom list does not have any workflow. But if you want, you can add a workflow to the list. The simple way is to go and simply select the kind of workflow you want, and let's say you want approval workflow. So you select it, then the name of the list item, let's say employee approval workflow, and then you have to select the task list, so that when the share workflow will assign the task to the approver or reviewer, it will simply add the uses. Then the workflow history list, you have to choose, or you can create a new one. And then you have the start option. Do you want the workflow to start when the item is created, or you want to start to when the item is changed? Because the versioning is enabled on this list, you can see that the option to start the workflow when approve a major version of an item is disabled. So if you enable version, so when you click next, the next window will be the association form of the workflow. This form will allow you to specify different parameters of the workflow, that who will approve it and who will renew it, who will review it. So let's say I select Alan Steiner, or I can choose Adam Barr. So I can also request please approve the user, and you can also choose the type of workflow, serial or parallel, or you can also choose due date. If you want to fix, if you choose serial, it will be due date, or you can also say a duration per task, so say you should finish the task at least in 4 days, or you can set weeks or months, who will be CC'd in the workflow, end of first rejection. If, for example, if the first person reject, it will automatically finish the workflow. And end of document change is automatically reject the document if it's changed before the workflow is complete. And enable content approval. When you are done, simply click save, and you are now assigned a workflow to the list. So let's go back and see how this workflow works. So you can see here I have approved item with the name Akram, so I can click on the workflows, and you will find that I have the employee approval workflow automatically there. So I can click on that, and you see that the same window appears. I can click start, and now the workflow is starting. What it will do, it will assign a task to Alan Steiner for the approval. Once Alan Steiner approves this task, the workflow will be completed automatically. Now you can see that the in progress icon appears. If I click on the in progress icon, I can go to the workflow information page, which shows me that a task has been assigned to Adam Barr. Because I'm the administrator of this site, I can go and override his complete his task for him, although it's wrong, but at least I can show you that the workflow has been approved. So if I go to employee information now, you'll find the employee approval workflow showing approved status. Now the last thing in the settings is the RSS feed. Section, you will find RSS feed settings. Do you want to allow RSS feed or not? Do you that's a general option. RSS channel information, you can set truncate multi-line fields to 56 characters, yes, no, the title of the feed, and description, and the URL of the icon. So if you want to, if the clients to use it, you can choose this description will be visible in the XML. Other than that, you can choose the columns. Let's say you want to have something like created by, you can choose it. You can choose the employee approval workflow stage, modified by, created by, title, or version. You can also choose how many items will be visible in the RSS feed. So based on that, you can click OK, and if you go to the list and you click on item or list, and you can click RSS feed, you will find our RSS feed visible there. And if you click view source, you will find that so now you can see that all the feed has this custom title and description there visible, and you can see that It also have the properties like created and created by in the feed. So this is where you can configure your list to provide a proper RSS feed. So that's about it. These are all the settings in the list. In future we'll talk about some other list settings which involve the document library, which allows you to do something like content type. So thank you very much.